Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all doing really well. It is time for another installment of What's That Riff? This series is fast becoming one of my favorite set of videos to make for you guys, not just because it's based around blatant self-promotion, it's all going to be about breaking down Ragdoll riffs that I sneak into demos that I do, but because it's based on user feedback. I'm trying to base this on the parts that you guys have asked me to break down. So today, we're going to have a look at the bridge section for the Ragdoll song, Letting Go. If you haven't heard it, this is what it sounds like in the track. Before we break it down, this part came about because I was actually teaching one of my students another Ragdoll song, the riff to Playing God, which has these descending thirds in drop C. It kind of goes like this. I really should break down Playing God in one of these videos. If you'd like to hear that one next, let me know in the comments. But my student innocently said to me, hey, we're in drop C, so this is a C string. But the low string is also a C string. What if you flip those thirds upside down? What would you get? And I kind of looked at them and went, why would you do that? But then when I played it, and it was one of those moments where it's like, hey, this is actually pretty awesome. I need to do something with this. And when we were writing this song, we kind of got up to the bridge, and I'd written a totally different bridge for the song, and we were playing it and we were like, it's kind of lame. What else could we do? Could we do something kind of half-time and really chuggy? And I was like, okay, I need to play something that uses those inverted thirds. Of course, if you're treating them as the root note on the low string, for all the theory buffs out there, really they're sixths. But yeah. Basically, I played this. Just one of those, magical little moments when you're in a room making music with your mates where a part just kind of pops out and your fingers do the thing and you're like, hey, that's pretty cool. So we were in drop C, and essentially we're using a power chord shape the way you would play a power chord in standard tuning. So the first little chord is the 10th fret on the low string and the 12th fret on the 5th string. Again, it's getting that like inverted thirds or sixths, whichever way you want to think about it. And the little chug part before it goes. I don't even know how I'm playing that, if I'm playing it down, up, or if I'm playing it down, down, up, down. I think I'm just playing it with alternate picking there, so. And it's really important to kind of play this with a lot of attitude and pick it as hard as you can. Add some palm muting where you really get over the side of the bridge for that kind of really, what I like to call the squanch. You've got standard palm muting. Palm muting that makes you go, blue cheese. So that sort of palm muting, then you play the chords really open. And you do the same thing, but at the 5th and the 7th fret. Let's hear that at 70% speed, then at full speed with tab on the screen. Then we're just rolling through these same kind of patterns. It's going to be the 3rd fret and the 5th fret, and then the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret, and you just kind of just blatantly going chugga, chugga, chug in between on the low strings. You can either play that with just the low string, or you can play all 3 low strings. And again, get that kind of over-the-top palm muting sound. Really, really aggressive there. So this is what we've got so far. And then you play fret 8 on the low string and fret 10 on the 5th string 4 times. You can alternate pick that, or you can play it all down. as long as you play it open. So let's hear that next section at 70% and then full speed. The next section starts with the same 4 low strings picked with the same rhythm, but then we're going from fret 8 and 10 on the low 2 strings to fret 7 and 8. And then it would be 7 and 8 to 5 and 7. And you can also make sure you apply some left hand muting so you don't get that string noise like I just got there. Again, 70%, then full speed. And then the fourth part is essentially the same as the second part. To refresh your memory, 70% and then full speed. And there you go. It's relatively straightforward aside from that little picking pattern on the low open string at the start. It's got these really cool intervals in there, which I think give it a very modern, almost progressive kind of sound in there. It also does kind of remind me of something that might be in an Alter Bridge song as well, which somebody pointed out to me after we had released the song. But yeah, it's just super fun to play when you've got way too much gain and you've got a guitar in drop tuning, which is how I like to live about 99% of my life. So thank you guys so much for suggesting this song. As always, if you want links to the music, it is available on all the streaming platforms, or you can purchase it online from our Bandcamp store. The links are in the video description. Thanks so much. Let me know which riff you would like me to break down next time, and we're going to hear it all one more time at 70%, full speed, and then in the context of the track. Stay awesome.